Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about the Looney Tunes, the day the Earth blew up. It's a Looney Tunes movie. If you guys haven't seen it, please go see it. Please go see it. This is one of those animated movies where we need to actually watch it. No, don't wait for streaming services or nothing. Go to the movie theater. Actually, go to the movie theater. Make some time. Go and see it. It's starring Porky Pig and Daffy Duck and their brotherly friendship bond while dealing with the alien invasion that a lot of people don't believe because Daffy is, Daffy, and it has stuff to do with gum. And if you like old classic Looney Tunes, this is what you should watch. I went to go see it day before yesterday. No, I went to go see it Sunday night. We went to movie tavern to go see it. Me and my mom went to go see it. And it just kind of sucks because there's not that many people in the movie theater to go and see that movie. Because WB didn't do any marketing for it. And again, it goes back to this whole thing with David Zaslav. Like he's over here like not caring about animation, and now he done took Looney Tunes off of HBO Max. Like you don't care about the thing that that's iconically known for WB, but it also goes back to what I've been saying a long time ago. Is about like when we were growing up, a lot of the stuff that my grandparents and my mom and them liked all of these shows and movies and stuff like that that were 100 years old or whatever. The reason why they were there is because they were constantly shown in our face. There were always specials, there were always reruns. The reruns for me were brand new because I'd never seen them. I was unaware of a lot of the Looney Tunes stuff. So when I'm watching Looney Tunes, for me, it's brand new. For my mom and grandma, this is old for them. But because they showed Looney Tunes and because it was fun, it was funny, I continued the tradition of liking Bugs Bunny and the rest of them. And then, of course, we had the awesomeness that was Space Jam. No matter what anybody say, trust me, Space Jam was a big deal when we were growing up. Okay. And then, of course, you had Looney Tunes back in action, and then you had them featured in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Then, of course, we had Sylvester and Tweety's Mysteries. We had the Looney Tunes show. We had Baby Looney Tunes at the time. We had what um Lunatics Unleash, even though WB, that's another one that WB really want to try to bury and to pretend like it doesn't exist or whatever, but it does exist and it's actually not as bad as everybody try to make it seem. And then of course later on we got Duck Dodgers, of course. So we've had a lot of Looney Tunes things when I was growing up. But the problem is, now that I what got into college, I believe, close to the end of high school, that's when they did that Looney Tunes show where you got Bugs and Daphne, their roommates, and dealing with Looney Tunes in like wacky loony world of our world. You get what I'm saying? Kind of like that. So it was pretty funny. And it gave us the worst version of Lola Bunny. I don't care what none of y'all say. No, I feel like it's stupid to take a sexy character and then try to dumb them down and try to say, "Oh, they have so much personality." No, they don't. No, they don't. Shut up. Stop lying. That it was weird. Every time Bugs was with Lola, I'm like, "Oh God, here they go." They had to take an intelligent character who was good at baseball, who knew that she was sexy and appealing, um, and they said, "Hey, let's make her a dumbed down, ditzy retard who has short-term memory loss." Like, it was cute for Finding Nemo, but it ain't cute for Lola. I don't care what none of y'all say. Y'all can sit up here and say it was it wasn't. It really wasn't. And ever since it's kind of funny. People been wanting the original Lola Bunny back for years. It's the same thing with Jessica Rabbit or whatever. You have these sexy vixen characters that people love, and yes, they have sex appeal or whatever, but people still loved them and they still were real characters. It's kind of funny how you unappeal them or you cover them up or censor them, and now they become more boring. They're more boring now than they ever was, especially Space Jam New Legacy when they changed Lola to fit the personality of Zendaya's stale ass. Like, come on now, enough of the nonsense. But it just kind of sucks to see because once again, it goes back to the previous video I did where I said, "Where's the WB world at?" A lot of people were like, "Oh, we got Six Flags." No, we need a WB World down here in America. Yes, there's one in Dubai, and yes, the Looney Tune characters show up in Six Flags over Georgia. That's fine, but that's not enough. I need a Looney Tune world here because my thing is when the hype for Space Jam, you would think even though we had Six Flags, and I understand they were thinking like, oh, Six Flags forever or whatever, but no, you should have been building a WB world down here in America, in Florida, in Georgia, Texas. It don't matter, California. It don't matter. There should have been one where people can constantly go and see. Like, think about it, there's really no Looney Tune merchandise for people to buy anymore. When I was growing up, there was Looney Tunes merchandise, underwear, shoes, toothbrushes, toys, books. You know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't get away without seeing Looney Tunes promoted in your face. And not only did you have them promoted in your face when you're out and about in the world, you also had them on movies, and you had them shows. It was everywhere, and it's not in the culture zeitgeist anymore. It is the same problem with Mickey Mouse and Friends. The reason why Mickey Mouse and Friends are doing it because Disney has Disney World, and there are several Disney worlds. Hell, we got WB World, and it's only in Dubai. Okay, so where's one in Florida? Where's one in California? You know what I mean? Hell, where's one in Georgia for God's sakes? You got Six Flags over Georgia. Tear down that bullshit and turn that into WB World. You need something to keep these characters constantly in the culture zeitgeist. I know kids today, they don't get it. They don't get the zaniness. And then you did a all new Looney Tunes show, and you censored the characters. None of the wacky zaniness of Bugs Bunny or Elmer Fudd. What, they took away his gun and gave him a scythe. Like, come on, be so for real right now. Be so for real because diversity and inclusion, and we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Forgetting that Looney Tunes were already made for adults to begin with in the first place. It's the same thing with most cartoons. Most cartoons were never made for children. It was actually made for adults. It's just that kids also got interested in it, and then they started putting a little bit more towards children. But Looney Tunes never promised that they were family friendly. I mean, for the children. And even then, when I was growing up watching this stuff, I didn't know that these were prime time shows for adults. They were cartoons in my eyes, and they were funny. They were wacky, and that's what I like. That's what we need to get back to. And the fact that you're taking it off of the streaming service, you're making it really hard to get. It's not like you are selling Looney Tune stuff in stores, which makes no sense. And then you get confused, like, I don't understand why the day the Earth blew up failed at the box office. Okay, no budget, WB really didn't want to release it. Then you also expected to make a lot of money at the box office, but it can't make a lot of money at the box office because there was barely any promotion for it. Like, be so for real, David Zasloff. Be so for real. Please do not get slapped for your stupidity. Oops, too late. You're already stupid. You really are stupid. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure out why a lot of this stuff has failed. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like I said, the day the world blew up, and I know I done completely talked all around and then forgot to even talk about it. Well, like I said, um, Daphne and Porky, we get to see them grow up with Farmer Jim. Farmer Jim disappears into the sky, and we cut to years later where they're roommates. I mean, they're still in their house, and it looks like a hot mess. One of the ladies who, commissioner board was like, "Hey, if you guys don't have this roof fixed, because the house looked like a hot mess anyway, but because their roof had a hole in it from some giant goop or whatever and stuff like that, they if they don't get a job and if they don't make enough money to get the roof fixed, they're out of there," which is kind of crazy because it's just like, how many years have y'all gone since Farmer Jim left or whatever, and y'all ain't got no money? Of course, they get fired because Daphne is Daphne, and then they meet a girl named Petunia. She invites them to the super gum factory or whatever, where they released a new flavor of gum where the alien species, I mean the alien invader, captured one of the scientists and poured all the goop up in the gum. So now that everybody done chewed the gum, meep, everybody, I mean, no, chew. So everybody's chewing gum, but nobody believes Daphne because it's Daffy. And now, Daffy got Porky and him fired. But the problem is that's when the attack started. And now it's up to all three, Petunia, Porky, and Daphne to save the day. And of course, shenanigans ensues. Porky kind of tricks Daphne to stay behind so him and Petunia can figure out what's going on. Um, they finally, I mean, Petunia gets captured. Daffy and Porky finally, confront the alien and all their residual resentment towards each other. And then they stopped all of the gum people, the chew, from taking over. But then you find out that the alien guy, he was like, "You idiots! I wasn't trying to take over the planet. I was trying to use my technology to prevent the planet Earth from being destroyed by an astronaut. I mean, an astronaut. I mean, asteroid that is coming in a few hours. You moron! Because I'm trying to protect the only thing on this planet that's worth anything." And then they're like, "What is that?" And then he was like, "Behold!" And then a giant cup of boba tea. He was like, "It's the boba." So Petunia and Daphne and Porky goes to the asteroid field and set up the gum that Petunia created, but it needs to be chewed. As soon as everything almost went right, everything went wrong, and then Porky was like, "Daphne, get zany," and Daphne does, and it creates a cataclysmic um reaction. And at first Daphne got stuck, but then Porky was able to catch them out. They were able to leave and blow up the asteroid, and then bam, they become heroes. And Petunia gets a new flavor for her gum, which is the crystal stalagmite from the asteroid that gives her a new flavor for gum. And they saved the day. And Farmer Jim had a $5 million life insurance plan in case anything happens. And I mean, this man was ready. So that was really cool. And of course, the aliens, the alien, the scientists, um, Porky, Daphne, and Petunia all live together in the new Casa de la Daffy Porky. And the lady from the housing committee was mad, and then of course it goes off. But that was really it. That was the summary of the movie. But I think you'll have fun because if you know Looney Tunes, you know the jokes, you already know what's coming. The wacky zany things that we get to see, we get to see them fight, flamethrower, shoot, and all that kind of stuff that modern cartoons are now ashamed of. That movie wasn't ashamed of. So I think that's really good. But like I said, please go to the movies and support this movie as much as you can before they pull it from theaters, because I don't even know how they even thought that movie was going to make a lot of money at the box office when you didn't tell nobody. Like that's got to be the most dumbest thing ever. Like I said, try to watch it because they're going to use this as a good reason why they never released Coyote versus Acme. And it's kind of stupid that we never got that movie. So it is what it is. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.